Hey, what's going on, everybody? So my Sonia starts back on another 1 furnace scale model unboxing, and this time it is the NG Models Air Greenland Airbus A330-800NEO. Just picked this up from DG Pilot down in St. Paul, Minnesota. Really excited to have this one. This one's obviously a very unique model, just because, well, one, Greenland only has one of these in their fleet, and two, I believe there's only 9 A330-800NEOs in service. Not a lot of these in service. It just did not sell very well. But again, obviously from the airlines that do operate it, obviously Air Greenland, Uganda Air, and then Kuwait Airways. Obviously they saw there's potential with it. But you know, really unique aircraft. Again, this thing only flies one route. It is Nuuk to Copenhagen. It's basically Air Greenland's flagship route. So again, really cool plane to have. I know I'm pretty mad I missed out on the JC Wings version of it. And then I also did miss out on when they had the A330-200 here as well. But again, really glad to have this one. So typical NG box, you know, really cool design here. Again, you got the polka dots all over the place because, again, that's kind of what the tail design for Air Greenland looks like here. Same thing on the back side over here. And again, just a pretty much all red box. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up here and get the model out here. So it comes with a warning, and also does come with the standard redemption points in there as well. So normal NG box here. So let's go ahead and get it removed, all that, and get off the plastic. And here it is, looking all phenomenal. So we'll go ahead and get everything cleaned up here, and we're gonna get some close-ups here for you. All right, everyone, we got this thing unboxed here. So let's go ahead and get some close-ups here for you. So let's get the box out of the way, and we're gonna bring the aircraft up close here for y'all. So up at the front, we have our classic A330neo type windows right up here. It's got the raccoon mask up there. The name of the aircraft is Tukak, and then you have the Greenlandic flag right there. You have your classic Air Greenland titles, forward and aft, both L1 and L2 boarding doors right there. Then you have your nice looking Air Greenland symbol on the engines right there. On the inside of the winglet, I believe it does have the logo. It says Air Greenland as well. So yeah, it does say Air Greenland on the inside of the winglet. It's kind of hard to tell. Going up close, again, you have the A330-800NEO, and then registration Oscar Yankee Dash Juliet. Sorry, why can't I think what G is? Why can I not think what G is? OY-GKN, Golf. Oscar Yankee Dash Golf Kilo November. I could not think of that for a second. The one weird thing is that it is a Danish registration. I believe that Air Greenland's aircraft are under the Danish registry rather than the Greenlandic registry. And then again, you get that classic Air Greenland tail. Again, everything that this has been on, whether it be the Dash 8, the Beechcraft 200s that they have, obviously the 330-200, the 330-800, and at one point when they had the 7.5s, again, all sport in this livery. So head-on view, looking really phenomenal, no flaws whatsoever. Coming to the other side of the aircraft, you have your forward cargo bin door, and then you have your aft cargo bin door as well as the bulk bin door on that side as well. Then you have your stand hole right there, APU hatch, main gear doors, and you have your nose gear doors, and then you have your registration once again. And then on the outside of the winglet, you also have the logo once again. So such a really cool and unique model. Again, it's just such a rare plane in real life to honestly see, other than, again, you either got to go to Nuuk to see this, or you got to go to Copenhagen to see it. Again, Air Greenland's operation is just one of those really cool, unique, odd type things. So again, they have 10 fixed wing aircraft, and then they got 18 helicopters as well. They use the helicopters for search and rescue and all that. But it's cool because, again, they're in the Air Greenland livery. They also do serve 16 destinations. Obviously their main hub is going to be in Nuuk, And they do also have a focus city in Ilulissat, up in northern Greenland. Now, the big, weird thing that Air Greenland did, I'm sure most of y'all know, because again, people kind of do know a lot about Air Greenland just because of how unique that they are. The 330 did not fly to Nuuk for the longest time. It was Kangerlussuaq. That was the only runway that was capable of handling the 330. So I believe the 330-800 initially went there, and then once the new Nuuk Airport runway extension that went to 7,218 feet and the upgraded terminal and all that, they obviously swapped it over to Nuuk, and then Kangerlussuaq became just a regular spoke city for them at that point. So it just was a really cool, unique operation that Air Greenland has. I think it's just one of those things that'll be just so cool to fly on, just to fly around that country. Just looks awesome. So quickly going over information about Air Greenland and their fleet. So they currently do have one A320neo on order because they're leasing it for the summer of 2027. I won't be shocked if you see them branching into North America. Mainly probably like, it's going to be stereotypical Boston or New York. I wouldn't shock me there, and I also wouldn't shock me if they did almost like a Toronto kind of thing, going down a little bit further into Canada as well. Since they do serve one Canadian destination, I gotta try to remember what that destination was. I gotta take a look and look it up, because it's a really interesting destination, because you just wouldn't think of it. It was Iqaluit is the name of the place. They go to Iqaluit up in, I believe it's the Northern Territories. But after that, they got one A330-800, one Beechcraft King Air, and then 8 -8-200s. So the one we really care about today is the A330-800. A total of 305 passengers on board the aircraft, 42 business class seats. I believe it's a 222 configuration for that, and then 263 regular economy seats. So it's a pretty heavy economy class aircraft, which I think kind of makes sense for the market that it does serve. But yeah, again, I really highly recommend this. It is such a, again, I can't stop saying it other than like, it's such a unique looking airplane. Again, seeing the A330 winglets and kind of like the wing on a short aircraft like this and the giant engines, it just looks pretty cool. I love unique type aircraft, and plus I always like the shorter body aircraft. That's why I love the 787-8, the A330-200s. I think those ones are always the good looking aircraft in my opinion. But yeah, I think it's pretty much going to wrap up for this video. Again, highly recommend it if you're an Air Greenland fan, or if you just want a really unique model. This is the one for you to get. Other than that, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Stay tuned for some more videos coming out soon, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.